Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
I'm B.
And we're your average characters.
All right. How's it going, Mike? How was your week so far?
My week so far personally has been fine. But every time I turn on the news, like if I want to make myself depressed, you just need to turn on the news.
That's it. Hey, if you're ever feeling really happy about yourself, just watch the news and you'll get back down to earth right away.
Yeah, it's like if you're feeling, very manic, way too happy, feeling too damn good, just turn on, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, or heck, go on YouTube or whatever. I mean,
True. Hey, I did want to start out with a little bit of levity, if that's okay with you.
Levity.
A little bit of levity. We need levity. We need some laughing. Right? Come on, people. We need some laughing.
Yeah.
All right. So I actually went to a comedy club this week. It was with the guy who was in Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah.
He's Daniel LaRusso's brother in the show. So he had some really interesting things to say. Of course, colorful language is always there in LA Comedy Club, I guess. That's just what they do. So, but it was good. He had some pretty profound statements, I thought. I actually agree with him on one major statement. Gays know what the heck is up. Well, in more ways than one.
Well, I mean, what's real? I'll tell you this: what's really sucking, is the LGBTQ community is being, targeted left and right.
That is true
right now.
But that is true. But the part that I felt that he was dead on is, you go to a gay neighborhood. I mean, the place is clean, and also on top of that, dude. The property values are through the roof, no crime, nothing. It's almost like we need to, for all of you guys who are not gay, try to think about your other stuff in the gay way, okay? And that's in a good way, okay? So just be a little gay, but you can still be, your sexual orientation you can keep as is. Just be a little bit more like them.
You know what? I think if we have any right wingers, watching this right now, I think you triggered, every single one of them.
I probably did. I probably messed them up too. But you know what? As soon as if you have a problem with a certain group of people, more than likely you want to do it with that group of people.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've said this before, on this show or elsewhere, but I mean, a lot of these people, and I know this is controversial, but a lot of them are these right-wingers who bash gays, who bash trans people. They are secretly desiring to be with them.
I think you're 100% correct. I mean, the thing is, one thing I noticed is anybody who is vehemently against a certain group, let's say that they're vehemently, and this is to any of the viewers, if you're vehemently against trans people, you might have a thing for the trans people.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And if you're vehemently against gay people, maybe you have a thing for the gay person. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's why, I think with a lot of these, targeting things, targeting efforts, against, certain groups of people, it's I mean, some of these people, got, dirty little secrets.
Exactly.
That, manifests itself, in malicious, egregious policies.
Yeah. I mean, my personal philosophy, I mean, this is what I follow, and I think a lot more people should follow it, but that's just my opinion, is, hey, you know what? You do you, and as long as you don't do it to me, I'm happy, and I want you to live your life and be happy. So that's my methodology, is as long as you're not hurting anybody, you're good. So...
Yeah, I mean, and it'd be nice to see, the right, understand that, which is weird because, they're using terminology of, egalitarianism and equality and all that, but really, behind it, it's we must make whites superior again. Yes. We must make them in charge of everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Yeah, because, I feel like it's like Planet of the Apes, but it's with them.
Yeah.
So it's just very interesting.
Yeah, but the thing is, that in Planet of the Apes, the apes were like
they were pretty smart.
They were an advanced species.
That's true.
Yes. A lot of these, folks are just, barely a couple genes away from Neanderthals.
That's true. And you know what caused the Neanderthal downfall, right? Because they're in big, small communities. So whenever you're in small communities and you don't intermingle with other communities, that's your stages of extinction. So if you think about it, what the right's trying to do, which is like trying to demonize more and more different groups of people, it's a pathway toward extinction of the human race. I mean, it's kind of
the entire human race, or just them.
Well,
because if they went extinct, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Eventually, here's the thing. First thing you start off is like what the right is doing now. They're basically trying to demonize trans and what's the other one? Immigrants, right? So they start demonizing that. Once, let's say that group of people is not here anymore, then they start demonizing another group of people.
Right.
And then you keep on demonizing. That's what essentially, I think, caused the downfall of even what happened with Germany. Because they started demonizing too many people, and then eventually you have no soldiers to fight your war. You know? So that's pretty much the problem with being so exclusively one way. And everybody here has got to realize, for right now, the right people, the people on the right, they basically want to make it so that we're more homogenous as a white community. But once, let's say U.S. becomes fully white, right? Let's say that's a major thing. Then what they do is they start demonizing within the white community.
Right.
Okay. And then it just never ends.
Yeah.
It's a never ending cycle. So,
well, that kind of reminds me of seeing things, like Irish need not apply.
Exactly.
Like back then.
Exactly.
Or the
Italians.
Or
they
Italians.
demonized the Italians.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Blue-eyed, green-eyed experiment.
Yes.
I can't remember. I cannot remember who.
Oh, I think it was blue. Is it blue and green, or was it blue and brown?
Might have been blue and brown.
Yeah.
Because blue and brown are more common.
Yeah. Brown
colors.
is probably the most common one.
But the idea was that was a difference. That was a one difference.
Yes.
And that is what the conservatives will do is okay, we will divide, people based on some arbitrary difference and say one is superior, to the other.
And this one actually goes back to a great movie, which I've seen, Hotel Rwanda. I would highly recommend everybody watch Hotel Rwanda if you haven't. It's an older movie, but it's amazing. Essentially what happened was, I think it was a group of European settlers. What they did is they made two different sects of people called Hutus and
Tutsis.
Tutsis. Thank you. See, that's why it's great to have a co-host. So Hutus and Tutsis, and then they arbitrarily made them different in the sense that the Tutsis would be like a little bit lighter shade like a lighter shade than the Hutus, and then also they would measure different noses and stuff like that, and they would put them in different groups. But it's like a total arbitrary nonsense if you think about it.
Just to get them to fight each other.
Just to get them to fight each other. And then what happened was you had massive amount of people who were Tutsis who were who were on top. And then once, that European colony left away, then the Hutus got really pissed off. So then they started killing Tutsis just like that. It's like they're killing their own people, but they don't realize it because of this arbitrary difference that was made. So, yeah.
You know what I just kind of realized here? Mm-hmm. Didn't we say at the beginning we were going to try to introduce some levity?
We did.
And here we're talking about genocide.
I'm sorry.
Not that it's not important, but you see, this is what is so much of a struggle because, trying to have some levity in a environment or a planet where levity is almost impossible.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like you wake up in the morning, it's like, did World War III start?
Yeah. And are we on the good side or bad side? We don't know.
Yeah. Oh God, I will I will confess to this. See, this is where I found.
Oh, by the way, I have to present this.
What?
Go Canada, baby!
That's what
Canada. Oh, Canada!
That's what I was about to say. And whatever. I don't care. Yeah. But I was rooting for Canada.
Me too.
For the hockey tournament.
Yes.
And I loved what Trudeau said, and I may get this a little bit, or Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, said. Yeah. He said, "You cannot take our country, and you will not take our game."
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, that was like brilliant.
But I can definitely put a piece of levity on this. Whatever Trump decides as his team that's going to win, always choose opposite, because then you'll make money. Remember, whatever he says, just do the opposite. You'll make a ton of money.
Hey,
it's all about making that money, making that green, baby.
Hey, I actually don't know the answer to this. And by the way, before I ask this question, I'm putting a disclaimer here.
Yes.
Everything we say here is our opinion. We are not claiming to be experts or anything like that. Right. And, these are just our opinions. Yeah. Can you short crypto?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because, I mean, if somebody could have made millions betting against, that Trump shitcoin.
That's true. But the problem is Trump, here's the thing, the crypto stuff, you can only buy the crypto and that's it. So I don't think there's a shorting mechanism because there's no ETF with it.
Because it's treated like, gold, right?
Yeah.
It's treated the same way as precious metals.
It's treated as like property.
Okay.
Property. So since it's treated as property, you really can't do it. But the ones that you could, I'm not absolutely positive about this, but there are ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Mm-hmm. You may be able to short that because that is a stock. Okay. So when it's a stock, I think it's possible, but I've never done it. And that's the only area I can see of somebody actually, doing a short on it.
Yeah, and remember again, we're not giving experts. Financial advice. And we're just two average guys, talking about stuff. So
yes, yeah, correct. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But basically, it's like whatever Trump says, bet against it. Yes. And I guess there is on like Polymarket or whatever, because you can bet anything on Polymarket, though.
The only problem with Polymarket is that you have to be outside the U.S. to be able to bet.
I did not know that.
Yes, it's not something you can bet within the U.S.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I even tried. I didn't know that. I even tried to see if I could do it, and it wouldn't let me. I thought it was because I was in Nevada, but I apparently found out that it's anywhere in the U.S. It probably won't work.
Wow!
But I only tried in Nevada. So hey, if you guys, anybody out there is able to do betting on Polymarket outside of Nevada, please let us know, because we would love to know in the comments.
Yes, please do.
Yes, because we're totally for shorting whatever craziness is going to happen this year.
No, let's make this clear. Yeah. We're cool with shorting if it hurts rich people.
Yes,
right.
Yes, we only punch up.
Yes, we punch up.
Yes. We want to make it. We want to make the billionaires millionaires.
Did you just come up with that?
I just came up with that, yes. That's what I do.
Yes. The only way to stop the billionaires is to short them out and turn them into millionaires.
That's right.
That's my Bernie Sanders impression.
There you go. We love you, Bernie.
We love you, Bernie. Yes, we do. Yes, Bernie was, a huge inspiration.
That's right.
For both of us. And you know what? He's standing up.
Yes. Yes.
He's what, 82, dude, something like that.
I'm telling you, Bernie is like 80 something, going on like 35.
Yeah, I mean, he's in like better shape than I think 90% of the nation. He's still got. Yes. He should have been our president.
Yes. Oh,
he should have been. He should have been our president.
He should be going for a third term. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah. Yes. Okay, it took me a minute there.
Well, because in 16 he should have won, 20 he would have won easy, and then 24, let's go for a third term with Bernie, baby. Let's do it.
Well, it's like,
feel the burn.
It was because of a democratic socialist that they invented they came up with term limits.
Exactly.
FDR. And now look what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. They're trying to, see, this is what worries me. And I know we're trying to, talk about levity,
yes. Yes.
I mean, Trump doesn't give a shit about what the courts are saying.
True.
I mean, they're striking down. Mm-hmm. Even the Trump judges that he appointed are saying, no. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Yes. Stuff is ridiculous. But he's like, we're not going to listen to him.
So true.
And it's like, that how easy our democracy dies?
Right.
Like, was that like all somebody had to do, all a president had to do was say, oh, okay, we're not going to listen. We're going to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Who's going to stop us?
Remember, the president has an army, the courts have no army.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And you know what? That is an interesting point. And we want to also have this disclaimer here we are not advocates of violence in any way, shape, or form.
Not even close.
We are not advocates of violence.
We're too lazy for
that. But the way that one of the ways that dictatorships have come down is when the president or the head loses support of the military.
Yes.
Do you remember the Bulldozer Revolution?
No.
It was...
Please, alleviate.
So when Slobodan Milosevic was in charge of what was Yugoslavia, he had lost an election and refused to leave.
Oh, wow.
But by that time, he had become very unpopular, and the military no longer supported him.
God.
So what the people did... They stormed the Capitol, and they didn't catch him at that point. He fled to some hidden area. They got him later.
Gotcha.
But that's ultimately what it took to bring down the dictator. Hopefully, it's not going to come to that, here. But there was this, and the reason they call it this Bulldozer Revolution was because there was it wasn't a bulldozer. I think it was a wheel loader that crashed into a television station, which was like state-owned media.
What was it owned by Tesla?
Well, hey, you know what? I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been there's already been a defacing of Tesla.
Yeah.
And again, we're not condoning anybody do this.
Please.
We're just talking about historical stuff.
Please don't do any violence because, dude, it's too much work. You don't want to do that.
It's too much work, and it has,
not worth your time.
Pretty bad outcome. Can have pretty bad outcomes.
And you can get hurt, and on top of that, then you have to go to the hospital. It's a whole big thing. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, don't. I mean, I think
it's just too much.
There are ways to bring this out peacefully, but this is where, here's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that when Trump says, we're going to go invade Gaza, we're going to invade Canada, we're going to invade Greenland, that the generals
will say no.
We'll say, no, we're not going to do it. And you can sack every one of us. We are not going to obey an illegal order.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's something, as far as I know, is taught, in the military. It's like, you are expected to obey the orders of your superior, but if your superior gives you an illegal order, you don't obey it.
True. Gotcha.
At least I think that's anybody that wants to, if I'm wrong on this, anybody has more understanding than we do, please leave something in the comments.
Yeah. And anybody who's into this kind of territorial taking over, dude, it's a lot of work, man. When you take over a country, oh my God, it's like you gotta bring them into. It's a pain in the ass. Right now, let's just take care of our own selves. Okay? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's go the easy route and then just make our lives better. Okay, let's just do that.
Yeah, well,
is that too much to ask?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but one thing that has come up that I've seen is are we even going to stay together as a country?
Here's the thing. I'm totally for Canada. Please take us away, please. Hey, I know we're in Nevada. I know that we're a red state because of the recent election, but most of our representatives are blue. So please, Canada, please take us. We would be so happy to be with you.
I consider us. See, I consider us.
I'm wearing Canada shirt. Please, please take us. Please, Canada, take us away. It's like Calgon taking me away.
Yeah, there are some maps which have shown Canada taking over the West Coast.
Oh, that'd be great.
East. That'd be great. Get free health care and. People up there seem a whole lot happier and nicer.
Yes, I just want normalcy. I don't want to look at the news. I want to talk about stupid stuff. To be honest with you, I like talking about stupid stuff. Maybe whatever. I like to talk about who's better right now in basketball or some stupid stuff like that.
Oh, don't call. There's some. We got some basketball fans, I'm sure, that watch this.
Oh, we do.
Don't call basketball stupid.
I'm sorry. Okay. Duke Blue Devils. Okay, chill. North Carolina people, please chill. All right. I get it, Kansas. Okay. You guys are good. All right. March Madness is coming up, so we're gonna do some fun stuff on March Madness. We got to do our brackets and stuff. Let's do the brackets. and then see how we end up. Hey, by the way, when you do the March Madness, here's the problem. It's equivalent for you to get the right everything. It's equivalent to, like, let's say you have the Empire State Building all made up of pennies. It's you choosing the right penny out of that whole thing. So it's virtually impossible. Just saying. But yeah, we should do the brackets. What do you think?
Okay, reveal something about myself.
Oh, please don't tell me you don't know about basketball.
I have no idea how the brackets work.
Okay, brackets is a team. Okay, this is a little bit of fun stuff for everybody.
Yeah, a little bit of levity here.
A little bit of levity, a little bit of explanation on how March Madness works. They start with a team of 64 teams, and then each day, like the first day, it gets cornered down. Okay, after 2 days, it goes down to 32. Then after that, it goes down to 16 after 2 more days. And then after that, after 2 more days, it goes down to 8. And
that's the Elite 8, right? 8. Okay, I did know that.
Yes. See?
So please give me credit for that.
And also, when it's 16, it's Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Good job.
Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4.
Final 4, and the winner.
Wait, isn't there a 2?
Yeah, the final 2.
Final 2.
But they don't say anything for that.
They don't say anything for the final 2? Just call it the championship or something? Finals. Oh, okay.
It's kind of lame.
Because, yeah, that's creatives like Sweet 16,
yes.
Elite 8, Final 4.
Yes. Finals.
Something for 2.
Finals.
Just finals. Yeah,
finals.
It's not.
I know, it's kind of anticlimactic. I get it.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. But
I do know how to play basketball. I do know how to play it.
Oh, I know how to play it. Oh, you do know how to play it.
I do know how to play it. I'm no good at it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Good. Oh, I don't know if anybody knew here. I'm a big bowler guy. So, as he knows. So I got my 300. So I want to try to get my 800 coming up soon.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So that was last year in July, though. But I almost had a chance this year. Like just recently on Monday, I had 7 in a row, and then the 8th frame stupid 2-pin messed me up.
Okay, help me out with this one. Mm-hmm. So now we've gone totally off.
We're going on tangents. We're having fun, baby. We're having fun.
Okay, 3 strikes is a turkey.
Yes.
What's 4, 5, and...
Okay, 4 strikes in a row is called a ham bone.
A ham bone?
Ham bone. And then 5 strikes is called a 5-bagger. 6 strikes is called a 6-pack. 7 strikes is a 7-bagger. Then 8-bagger, 9-bagger, 10-bagger, 11-bagger, and then perfect game, number 12.
I've never heard of that expression with baggers.
Yeah, that's what they do. They call them baggers. They got lazy.
Yeah, when I was a kid growing up, like if you use the term bagger, that meant like you wanted to put a bag over somebody's head. They were so ugly looking.
Oh, see, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah.
So when you said bagger, I was like, gee, that's really...
It just means that you got 7 in a row. It's like a big bag.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the thing. One of the terms that they use over here, like especially like if you got a lot of money, they're like, oh, I want to know about your bag. That's what they say, the bag. It's like a slang term.
Oh, it's like it's in the bag?
No. Like it's like
But that's a phrase too. It's in the bag.
They do have that. But the thing is they also call something called rack. Rack is also used or something. Is it rack or stack? Stack. They call it stack.
I've heard rack and
so a stack is like 10 grand. Or no. A stack is 1 grand, and then you say 10 stack. That's like 10 grand or something like that. So, yeah, there's a lot of, what, we should do a little slang term thing going on, Because, man, I'm telling you, street lingo changes like hotcakes. And, hey, one thing
that's when you said stacks initial. Well, I knew, actually, I did know what that meant. But, usually I'll hear stack and I'll think like pancakes or something like that.
Yeah.
Stack of pancakes.
See, he's got his mind on the right thing. Stack of pancakes is always awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime. Especially anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why it's nice. We live in a place where you can get pancakes at any hour of the day.
Exactly. Go Denny's.
Yeah.
And go, what is it, the other really nice place?
IHOP.
IHOP. Thank you so much. Thank you, co-host. So yeah, okay.
But yeah, like I remember a line from What It's Like by Everlast. It's like, this kid named Max used to get fast stacks on the corner with drugs.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, he gets it. Yeah. See, that's where
I think that might have been the first time I heard it used that. I'm not 100% sure. It's an older song.
Yeah.
Now,
but I think they use that, and then they also use another term, which you can use for any Republican that's talking. They're capping. Capping means that basically lying. Yes.
Now, very good. Yeah, you taught me that, because I had actually seen memes like no cap, and I didn't quite understand, what it meant.
Yeah. No cap means no lie, which is very rare for a politician, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If you have minimal capping, that's amazing.
Now, when you initially said that to me, no cap, I was like saying, okay, so you're not going to shoot me?
Yeah.
Because
that's true.
Cap is also like bust a cap in your ass.
Yeah. See, exactly. See, the evolution of these terms is just amazing. I don't know if I told you this one or not. Riz.
You have, and I always forget about it, and I think I made an inappropriate joke about it once.
That's okay. Riz is basically how you're dressed. So if you got a lot of riz, that means you got a lot of style or fashion.
But there's another word that's similar to that then, Ritz. Like putting on the Ritz.
There you go.
Like a Ritz cracker.
That might have been where it came from.
Take out the T and sub an S.
Sub an S.
Sub a Z. Z.
Riz. Yeah, Riz. Yeah. So, So yeah, that might have been where it came from the Ritz to the Riz.
There's a song by,
and we learned a very important thing. Trump's favorite thing is like, you're fired. It means that you're basically shooting a bullet out of a gun, so you're forcefully expelling something. That's called being fired.
Yeah.
That's why whenever it's fired, it means that you lost your job, because you're forcefully exited from your position.
So that's all we are, folks. We're just bullets in a gun.
That's all we are. We're just a bunch of bullets
waiting to be expelled.
Yes. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, did somebody, like, because my thinking was like, did somebody like lose their job once and then gets like put in the front of a firing squad?
That's what I would have thought too. And see, this is why it's so
set
awesome.
On fire.
Yeah, this is why it's so awesome to look up things on Google. You'll figure it out, everything from there. Yeah. As long as I think it's still Gulf of Mexico, isn't it?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, wasn't there like some fight between Google and the Trump administration because they didn't want to initially change the maps?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's always the Gulf of Mexico, because that's basically where it's around, And America is basically all of North America and South America. So Gulf of Mexico makes more sense to me. So just geographically.
Well, it's been that way for like forever.
I'm a logical person,
Yeah.
So Gulf of Mexico makes sense. So until further notice, please call it Gulf of Mexico.
It's really amazing that, Trump has, a big problem with people, changing their names, individual names, but doesn't have a problem changing an entire name of an entire body of water at a whim.
Right. Is that what you guys wanted? You just wanted these funny names and all this other stuff going on? I mean, is that why this guy's there?
Here's what's really fucked up. There are people online who have confessed that it was never about eggs.
Okay.
It was never about, inflation or anything. They just wanted to own the libs.
Okay. Hey.
They're admitting it. They just wanted to see us cry.
Okay. You know what? We don't give a shit, to be honest with you now. I guess we're kind of libs, but we're kind of like on the left.
We're lefts. We're lefties.
We're lefties, but you know what? You didn't trigger us or anything. We just feel bad for you, if anything. But, hey, enjoy the higher prices, all this other stuff. And, hey, you can say that you own some people. But, I mean, I don't know if that's going to make you have better, higher pay or anything. Or
the irony is...
So, I don't know. You know what? You do you and enjoy it. But at the end of the day, you're not gaining anything. So, just my opinion,
Yeah, I mean, and in the end... Like, it's the red state. So, funny story, folks. We got to the last 10 minutes of this episode, and our microphones died.
Yep.
So they're charging right now, but we want to finish this episode. So you were about to say something about somebody in Georgia?
Yes. There's an interesting story about this congressman who's absolutely a horrible person, like not good at all. But he basically he advocates for child labor and all this other stuff, and he really just wants to take all benefits away. He wants to take Social Security away. He wants to do all this kind of stuff. And then he had a town hall. He expected it to be like, hey, I can go ahead and I can do all my, MAGA stuff, and then everybody will be happy and everything. Not even close. Everybody was upset. They're like, what is Musk doing? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that with the Doge and what is going on? And why are my prices high and all this other stuff? And he had no answers, and he was just getting pummeled. So it's very nice to see. Thank you, everyone, for joining that town hall. and we're on our trek to make the billionaires millionaires. Yeah, let's do it.
You know something really. I actually saw this, online. What some people are proposing to deal with the labor shortage due to the deportations, is to have teenagers pick fruit.
Oh my god,
and
that's insane.
Yeah,
insane. I mean, child labor. Oh my god. So this is MAGA, making child labor great again.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't know, man.
There was actually just a piece of information. There was actually an amendment to the U.S. Constitution that failed, but it would have allowed. It was basically would have given the federal government the power to regulate child labor. So when you would have these situations where like states are saying, let's let 13-year-olds work in coal mines, the federal government could step in and say, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But of course now it's like, hey, let's break them in early.
Dude, all I know is when you're a kid, all you need to worry about: eat, sleep, study, learn. That's it. That's your job.
And have a hobby.
And have a hobby, yes. As an adult, kid, whatever, have a hobby that doesn't hurt anybody. Okay? You gotta make sure about that. Don't hurt anybody. But you need a hobby. It's just, it's called mental clarity. Please, everybody, find a hobby.
Yeah. Well, that's why, we started this show.
Yes.
This is our hobby.
So true. This is our hobby.
And
our hobby is to try to bring you happiness. That's all we care about.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day.
And it is thanks to, all of you that, we are able to continue creating content, like this. It's because of, your support.
Exactly. So we love you. We thank you for watching and subscribing and liking. And please comment, because we just really love to know your feedback on how we're doing and how we can improve the show and how we can make things a little bit more of levity for you during even any type of rocky time or bad time that happens.
Absolutely. So on that note, seeing as our microphone equipment has already failed, hopefully our camera equipment will not fail.
Yes.
But I think we're at a good point where we can wrap this up.
Exactly.
So as B said, please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much for watching and or listening, and we will see you next time.
Thank you. Bye bye.